Hi, this is Brenda with Keenan Kreations, and today I have a quick and easy birthday card for you using a color combination of Blackberry Bliss and Pear Pizzazz. To get started, we're going to use Blackberry Bliss, and this is your standard 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored down the middle at 4 1/4. We're going to tear the top part of the card, and I like to tear towards me so I get that nice little roughed edge. So you're going to hold it with your left hand and just kind of start. It's probably about 1/3 of the way, not quite half, and just kind of gently tear towards you just to get it started. And then you're just going to inch it along. This part's going to be a little bit straight, and then we're going to slightly curve up and get shorter here. And I'm just holding with my left hand and gently pulling towards me with my right. So now you can see you have that nice roughed edge showing. We're going to set this aside for just a minute. We're going to do all of our stamping on Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut 5.5 by 4 1/8. We're going to use this flower from Choose Happiness as well as this leaf image. We're going to use Blackberry Bliss for the flower, and I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz for the leaf. So I have both of my stamps ready to go because I like to kind of alternate between the flower and the leaf just to get them nice and close together. So I'm just going to tap on the ink pad, and I'm going to start in the lower left corner and just press firmly to get a nice clean image. And then I like to go to the leaf, and I'm just going to place this. It's okay to overlap your images a little bit too. And then I'm going to add the leaf again here. And then I'm going to go back to my flower, and I'm going to go slightly up. And then I know I want another flower here. And I'm going to go back to the leaf and bring it right about here. Go back to your flower, and then we'll finish off with a leaf in this lower corner. Now this little area here should be covered by the front of the card, but I'm going to stamp another flower just in case that little open area is showing. So if you want, you can take this and just place it in where it's going to line up, close this flap here, and that'll make sure that you've stamped as much as you need to. We're going to add some Old Olive taffeta ribbon. Now I did use Pear Pizzazz ink for the green, but the Old Olive is close enough that it still works. So you don't have to be too matchy-matchy with your card making. If it's close, it's good. I'm going to add the ribbon in 2 pieces. I want one piece that's slightly wider than the front. I'm going to add adhesive on the back of this flap and fold that over. That's going to stick to the adhesive on the other side. And then just make sure that you're somewhat straight here. And even though this is stuck down, I still like to take a little more tape and run it right across the ribbon just to make sure that doesn't come loose. So now we're going to take our stamped cardstock and we're going to line it up to the bottom of the card. So we're just lining these edges up here. Now we can fold this over. You'll notice that this is a little bit shorter than the score line. If I had cut this exactly 4 1/4, it would kind of buckle a little bit when you go to fold it, so I just needed to give myself a little wiggle room. So we're just going to press that down. We're going back to the ribbon, tie a little knot, press it to a glue dot, and we're going to add this right to the ribbon. We're going to use scrap Whisper White cardstock and a greeting from the Hey You stamp set. We're going back to Pear Pizzazz ink, tap, tap, press firmly. And all of the images from that stamp set will work with the decorative label punch. So we're just going to line that up. And once you think it's straight, just do a half squeeze on the punch. It'll grip the paper and allow you to check more easily for placement. And if you like it, punch it out. We're going to add dimensionals to each of the corners. And this will fit perfectly in that area that we left a little bit wider. So I'm just going to line this up right about here. I want to use this little flower here to add some dimension to the front of the card. And this flower, I've marked a dot underneath these 2 petals. These top petals have 3 little bumps, and these bottom 2 petals have 2 little bumps. If you stamp this image with the 2 little bump petals near the bottom of your paper, then when you go to punch it out, it'll line up perfectly. We're going back to Blackberry Bliss, and I'm just going to stamp a whole pile of these. And this is a little flower punch that's in a punch pack of 3. So we're just going to slide that up. And remember, I stamped these 2 little petals near the edge of the paper, so my punch will line up and punch those out. Now we're going to add these little flowers with dimensionals, but these are too big. So I'm going to use the edge here and just snip some smaller pieces. So just take your I call it a pokey tool, it's a piercing tool, but just lift that up and then it sticks to the end, and then you can more easily place it right in the center of your flowers. So on your card, any place you have a little open area, or also if you have a mistake that you need to cover up, just place one of these flowers. I do want to add one on the greeting. I think I'm going to put it right about here. And then the rest are just going to be kind of random. But see how I have these little open spots here? That's probably where I'm going to place these. I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to stamp the inside of the card and the envelope to match. We're going to stamp them about the same. And I'm just going to go in the bottom corner. Same thing for the envelope. Add adhesive to the back for the inside piece. And this just goes right inside. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed today's project. For more ideas, please visit me at KeenanCreations.com. Thanks and have a great day.